Should I start a fight? A few months ago, my boyfriend got me this flower subscription, so now every single month someone shows up to the door with a beautiful bouquet. First couple months, I was like so sweet, obsessed. Then today, the guy comes with the bouquet. He was like, oh my god, yeah, the flowers from the subscription. This man completely forgot he was paying for this and subscribed to it. So I was like, okay, is this sweet or is this just him being lazy? Do we respect him for thinking smarter, not hard, or does he need to buy flowers individually every single month?
This is why a lot of men have given up on relationships. It's this thing, right? Where giving effort is still not enough. Women expect perfection. Here's a man that went out of his way and to do something special for her, and yet she complaining and wanting to start a fight, thinking about starting a fight because it's not perfect. It's not how she wants it to be. This is the thing with a lot of women. They expect it should go how they want it to go, not how it's reality, right? Because this is the problem with a lot of relationships. You view relationships as just you were in it. It's two different people, two individual people in a relationship, not just one person. This is what happens a lot in relationships. You always expect your partner to be how you want them to be, to react how you want them to react, to feel how you want them to feel. And yet you wonder why things fail. You wonder why there's arguments. You wonder why you wonder why men ask to bring them peace. Where's the effort towards him, right? Did she bring him peace? Because no, she's planning to bring him chaos. Why? Because he's not doing it how she wants it. And this is why a lot of men give up. They don't want to even do it at all, right? Because if they could do the small things and you still complain about it, imagine in a man's mind, right? And this is the problem: women don't think how men, they don't care how men think or feel. But imagine a man think, okay, I'm doing this small act and it's bringing chaos into my life. So imagine if I do a big act and it still brings chaos in my life. Why? And bigger chaos? Why even do it? And this is why a lot of men just give up and just say, you know what? If you want me to do something, just tell me. Why men just they don't just do it, right? Because why? Who knows if it's your way? Who knows if it's the right way? So rather, you know what? You want me to do something? Just tell me, right? And if you don't tell me, I don't do it. But they still complain about that. Okay? This is why there's no pleasing some people, and especially women. Okay? There's no pleasing them, because no matter if you do something, they complain about it. No matter if you don't do something, they complain about it. And that happens a lot with men. Okay? Where that's why men are fed up. Men are tired of this. Because do if you don't, and I forgot what I was saying, but it's like whether you do or not, you still get chastised. It's the insanity, right? And she started out as like, should she bring chaos into this man's life? This man that she supposedly loved. Being ungrateful, right? Being entitled. Women don't usually get just flowers, so let alone flowers every month. Insanity.
You're not going to believe this. The other day, my husband was looking at our 2-year-old and he said, "Your nails are so short. They're always so short." And then he looked over at me and said, "How come her nails don't grow? Does that mean she has like a vitamin deficiency?" Keep in mind she's 2, and what this means is he has never cut or filed her nails in over 2 years. So I started thinking, wow, he doesn't know that I do that. I wonder if he knows how her butt gets clean. I wonder if he has any idea why her teeth are always white. There must be so many things he doesn't know or doesn't have to worry about. How amazing that must be. If I could change places with anyone in this world, I think it would be my husband. What a privileged man. In his world, the mini trash cans empty themselves. His mirror never has toothpaste splashes on it. Little by little, his house becomes more aesthetically pleasing and he has no idea how or why. He doesn't have to worry about giving the children their vitamins. He lives in a world where he doesn't know that you have to vacuum under the cushions of a couch. Tag your husband if he's one of the elite and knows these.
You know, I saw this video a while back, and it's disheartening, right? Whether whatever she means by it, right? Like, it's not really about the video itself. It's about what the video represents and the rhetoric, ideology it puts out. So a lot of women, internet women, right, like to call this as weaponizing incompetence, right? To really belittle, it's just to belittle men for not doing what you want them to do, for expecting men to act how you want them to act, to think how you want them to think. So you think this is a good thing to tell to pretty much insult and disrespect your husband, saying that he doesn't think about your daughter's nails being cut. It's like, seriously? Something so mundane is important for you to know. It's like, I wish he would be me and I could be him because he's so, what? Doesn't know nothing? Fingers being cut? Like, nails being cut is the thing? So it's like, this is the thing where I think we as society have so little problems, right? Especially some women like this, right? Where their husbands are providing, are good to them and taking care. So they look for drama. They look for something to complain about. And we don't recognize this, right? This is what you do. And I'm not saying again, it's not necessarily about this couple, okay? But you don't understand what you're doing to the wider range, the ideology, the rhetoric that's happening, okay? And this is why women expect men to, he should think this, he should do that, he should already know to do this, he should already do this, what I think, what I say, how I feel, he should already know it, he should already do it. He should do it how I want it to be done. And this is the thing where we ignore how men feel, we ignore how men think, we ignore how it is to be a man, how it is to be just an individual person. We expect them to be perfect. If they don't do it my way, if they don't think how I want them to think, there's something wrong with him. This is the thing where we don't understand that, you know what? You're pushing out this ideology, and it is a danger. And it really actually is a danger, right? More people are single than ever. Marriage is failing. Divorce is high. But it's fine for we to, record our husbands and insult them. And so now the internet can bash it in with him. Bash her. Bash the man along with the wife. And we think it's fine.
They're saying this not a date. Since when is a drive-in movie not a date? So since when is food and a drive-in with the flowers not a date? Y'all saying this not a date because it's low effort? This is actually high effort. It's not high effort, but there's some thought to this. This is creative. This isn't just going to a regular smelly movie where there's nacho cheese under your seat. No, this is actually him thinking, let's do something out of the norm, because not everyone has drive-in movie theaters. At the end of the day, my man got a bowl. She got a burrito. She's winning because she knows that's going to make a mess, but she says you're either going to like me for me or you're not going to like me at all. At the end of the day, we all know a girl that likes you is going to enjoy this way more than going to a fancy restaurant some of the time. But at the end of the day, you hateful, spiteful, miserable people need to understand that you're just miserable and mad that nobody is doing this for you. And
Controversial opinion and theory, this is why men put little effort later on in the relationship. Because, again, it's a theory, but when relationship starts, right, or the dating period, men put overwhelmingly the most amount of effort. Women put overwhelmingly little to no effort. And let's not confuse anything, right? Women saying that the makeup, the nails, the hair, all that stuff, they would do it regardless if you're there in their life or not. Okay? Them getting their nails done, them getting their hair done, them dolling up, they would do it regardless if that man or any man is dating them or in their life or not. Regardless. So really, you gotta think about that. Is that really you doing that just for him, right? The only time you've done that is when you're going out with him. No, it's not. So really, that's meaningless. Okay. A man showing effort towards her, he will only show effort towards her. Okay? Effort, it will be different for every other person, right? That effort, that money he's spending only goes towards her, and that money's gone, right? It's not going to come back. That effort that he made towards her, okay? Any kind of thing. Think of dates, going to the date, picking up, all the stuff. He did it towards her. Not doing it towards other girls. He'd probably do another effort towards other person, but that's the way it is. That effort, he won't do it if she wasn't in his life. Okay? That's just it. And this is the thing, right? When it comes, this is my theory. It's not like I have this factual or anything, but this is what I kind of believe. When it comes to dating, especially early on, you know, beginning a date, trying to get the boyfriend-girlfriend status, in a couple years within boyfriend-girlfriend, men are overwhelmingly the ones to put in the effort, right? Put in the effort to get you, to impress you, to do all this. And then we wonder why when, let's say, marriage, there's practically no effort. Men are drained. They prove themselves well enough, and they're tired. That's in my opinion, right? That's how I'm getting maybe, you know, point A to point B. Because this is the thing, when it comes to relationship, it is always, at the beginning, not balanced. Men are the ones 90% of the time putting 90% of the effort, if not 100. Okay? Women, what do? They show up. They may barely talk to you. They may barely push a conversation. You're the one who's doing everything, right? Paying, picking, talking, all that stuff. And this is the thing where men may get tired, right? This is the thing where women don't understand. If a man is constantly putting all the effort, well, he wants his time, which is usually later on within the relationship. Now he's having his time. You're the one who should put in the effort. This is the thing where this is the imbalance that is dating, right? It's always one way. And I think that's been a detriment to relationships. And that's why I said it should always be 50-50. If you're putting effort and she's not, you're done. Don't even entertain it. That's my opinion, right? I think men and women should do that. If both sides are not putting in equal amount of effort, then it's done. Period, right? But sadly, how the dating market is, people do that, right? Women put in very little effort, while men put an overwhelming amount of effort in the dating, you know, and then, you know, you get the results you get. So this is the thing where I see that a lot. Also, it tells you a lot of things, right? Because he also said it too. If a woman actually likes you, it really don't matter what you do, right? Don't matter what you do for the first date, second date, third date, whatever. If she was feeling you at the beginning, it don't matter. It really don't. That's 100% fact. It don't matter where you take her, what you do. Because she's feeling you. Because women could, if she's feeling you, she could even have sex with you that night. Okay? If she was absolutely feeling you, head over heels for you, at first sight, you know, like love at first sight shit like that, she would even have sex with you. She would take the bare minimum. But it shows you that if you have to put a whole lot of effort, it wasn't there. You had to prove yourself to her. So that's something to think about.
I like this comment. No hate. But she said nobody disliked men for no reason. We are traumatized. And I acknowledge, I understand y'all have been through things. I understand that men can put you through things when you're dealing with them. But what we need to realize is sometimes we are at fault. We saw that dog play in the dirt. We saw that dog bite people that stuck their hand out to pet them. And we understood that that was a bad dog. But guess what we went to go do? Some of you still decided to go play with that dog and didn't listen to the signs. And this is what happens. When you go play with that dog and you get dirty and then that dog bites you, you come back crying, talking about, oh my God, I can't believe they did this to me. The signs were there. I'm not saying these traumatizing experiences are just exclusive to women. Us men put ourselves in terrible, terrible positions all the time when we deal with women. But what some women truly need to understand is, sweetheart, you're not special. The things that you're going through are not just unique and special to your life. Men go through it and other girlies are going through it too.
This video kind of talks about two things I've always talked about, right? One, women, or in general, people, always ignore red flags. We see these things. I think 90% of the time, 90% of people, we see these things. We see the red flags. We choose to ignore it. We hope for the better. We hope they change, but we see these red flags at the jump or early on in the relationship. And second, this is what I always say, right? I honestly believe as women get older, they become bigger red flags. It's because they gain more trauma. So they become harder to deal with.